Hello, Paimon.
Is the crown ready?
Yes.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last.
Huh?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Huh? Fremine diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked in... 100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut.
Wait, Lescaut de Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, naturally his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Let's go Destre?
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go
Oh, I see.
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us...
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor.
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right?
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Oh, so when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusion...
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps...
But how could...
Those actions are proof.
Then, all the other things that she told us about...
No, those were all...
I see. So after her...
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be some...
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jala Khan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
This is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, we need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again. There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
We're here again. This is the final...
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give... And then she'll be able to recover, right?
Yeah, I'm sure...
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers. Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown. They're... Cyclops,
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear. Prince Selfie looks stronger than ever today. We must be going all out.
Solidify! I will have order.
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Shower me with praise!
Committed to memory. Yes! I see everything. Yeah, Boba, get them!
Stabilize.
Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming! There! Getting here! Frost is coming!
Strike a pose! Let the world collide! I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just...
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient?
I see. Madame, please rest assured,
Zuria!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place. Because we felt like you
Wonderful! How wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this?
And the last page of the picture book.
Right, the picture book.
Don't worry, Zuxi and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria!
Okay.
At last, Zuxi and his friends were able to drive off.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the Rainbow Bridge and... Huh? Where's the last person?
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time, Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head.
That's the end of the story.
Thank you. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more... Mama.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking?
Quick, put on my diving helmet.
Maman. But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. Of course, my dearest child. Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. My poor darling. Please, I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon.
Freminet!
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit.
That's wonderful!
Mm-hmm.
But this is her son.
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the...
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real,
But what else could it be?
a descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. You saw it too.
What?
Yes. I hope that everyone who's found